everybody, it's Sadler Bill here with USAFE, Universal Sports Advocacy for everyone. Welcome everybody, you're in the sports desk. So, we got a lot on the plate for today. We got several things going. We got Major League Baseball just started last weekend. Just last week on Thursday with the Cubs and the new manager, the trader, the former Brewer manager. Correct counsel. And now, today, is the Brewers' home opener. So make sure you come out. My friends of ESPN Radio Madison and ESPN Milwaukee will be out there. And, of course, KBN will be doing their special. Kyle Busch and Norman will be doing their special show today out live at AmFam Field. So make sure you stop by, say hi to my friends, and enjoy the tailgate. Even though it's going to be a bit of a rainy day today, and there's snow coming. Okay, we got a lot of baseball for sure, so I think we're giving you lots of baseball takes from now on until the end of the World Series. So let's have a wild ride with that, everybody, a wild ride. And I am a Atlanta Braves fan as well, so I am predicting some stuff here today. Braves, Brewers in the playoffs for sure. As long as the Brewers does well, and how healthy they can be, and depending on how they do with the trades before the trade deadline and waivers. So let's see how that goes, everybody. We are also looking forward to the Final Four. They are here this weekend, this Saturday. Let me put up the times for the Final Four for y'all. Let me put up those times for y'all. Let me just put them up here. We have Connecticut. Only one of the two seeds that are number one. Along with Purdue. And, of course, North Carolina State. And my Alabama Crimson Tide. First ever to be in the Final Four, ever. Okay, and those games are both on Saturday. First game is North Carolina State and Purdue. And that's on TBS at 5:09. And then Alabama and UConn also on TBS, but that's at 7:49 tip-off. So make sure you check your local listings, because depending on your local listings, it could be a different time. Because those are central time zones. Central time zones, Eastern time zones, Pacific Mountain Time, or if you live in overseas. Depending on your time zone, make sure you do the math so you know what time those games start in your area. Because these times, I believe, are all Eastern time zone, but make sure you check your local listings for that. Like I said, Connecticut and Alabama play. Purdue and North Carolina State play. Both Final Four games are played on Saturday, like I said. And hey, North Carolina State upset Duke, man. Duke got upsetted last week against North Carolina State. I thought Duke was going to go at least another round before they get eliminated. So, with that, we're going to take a small commercial break for 5 minutes, and we'll finish this off in a minute. We'll be right back after these sponsors from Calculability. All right, and we are back after that commercial break. I somehow had a text message from my mother. Anyway, let's dive right in again of where we are. You're in the sports desk. Sadler with USAFE, Universal Sports Advocacy for everyone. I do want to thank everyone for my sponsors. I'm going to get some sponsors soon. So if you want to be a sponsor, investor, or a partner, please let me know, and we'll give you contacts for that. Okay, let's dive back in where we were. We're talking about the Final Four brackets. That's right. North Carolina State actually upset Duke, like I said, on the other side. On the opposite side, actually. In the Final Four, they had a 9-winning streak going on, which is good. Purdue's Final Four appearance was not until 1980, so I was not even born yet. That's right. 4 years before I was born was the last time Purdue was in the Final Four. And again, like I said, this is the first time Alabama has been in one, like ever in history, as well as Alabama universities themselves, actually, as well. All right, before I go to the next subject, I do want to talk about that I love podcasts. I love listening to Mad Dog. I love listening to Willis Hamilton, KBN. And I learned a lot. And I do want to know one thing for sure. This podcast is about to go big. I'm about to pick up a couple of sponsors soon. I have one that's at least in the works right now. And anyway, let's go back to sports, shall we? There's a lot of going on in sports. We got baseball, we got NBA basketball, we got hockey, we got college Final Four and Elite Eight. I'm going to talk about the women's in a little bit, actually. So, how about we talk about the ladies for a little bit? The ladies' Final Four, Elite Eight. Go to the Final Four. Let's put up those scores, shall we? For the ladies, for the Elite Eight, for their games. Okay, yesterday, April 1st, we had UConn and USC. That was an 80-73 victory for UConn. Congratulations, UConn ladies. And LSU and Iowa, 87-94, actually, Iowa. And that's the game I want to highlight right there. Because that's the rematch of last year's title game. And Caitlin Clark. She averages 22 points this year, 2023 and 2024 season. 58 points, 30-point games, 58 games, all 30-point games. Mostly in Division I play in the past 25 years. 17 triple-doubles, ranked second in Division I history. Also won 3 40-point games. 13, actually that's 13, my bad. 13 40-point games, including last night. Most by a Division I player for the past 25 seasons, actually. She has won on the NCAA Division I women's all-time scoring record. She has won NCAA career point leader list, men's and women's, with a total of 3,771 points. I remember those games because that was the game when she made that basket from the logo on the court. And I think Caitlin Clark will go to the WNBA. I know there's talks about her going to what's called the Big Three that Ice Cube came up with himself for his league. I know she was over $5 million, but I don't think she'll take that one. I know the WNBA does not have much money as the NBA, but I think the WNBA actually should have an equal pay as their male counterparts. I know we talked about this before with the women's soccer about having equal pay. And it's a big deal, not just as a guy myself, but I will mention that in the next break. So I'm going to hold you there. I'll be right back out of this commercial break after 5 minutes. We always talk about creativity. We'll be right back. And now we are back here in the sports desk with me, Sadler Bell, with Universal Sports Advocacy for everyone. USAFE, everybody. Welcome back from that commercial break. Sponsored by Creativity, and I'm about to get some others coming in. Before I go into my next part, I just want to say about Caitlin Clark. I think even though she has that chance to go to the Big Three with Ice Cube and the WNBA, Which one would you rather see her go to? I want to include this as a poll question for where Caitlin Clark should go. Should she go to the Big Three and take the $5 million? Or should she go into the draft for the WNBA and play in the WNBA? So make sure you give me your answer and your comments on that. And I'll be looking forward to reading your comments and responding to those comments and questions on my next episode. Okay, now I want to talk about Shohei Ohtani. He has been in the news lately about some gambling issues with his interpreter. The interpreter of Shohei Ohtani actually was fired by the LA Dodgers. And if you know who is this guy, Shohei Ohtani, he's a Dodger, but his interpreter that would interpret his language to English, even though he actually knows how to speak English as well as his native language. Anyway, the interpreter was fired by the Dodgers because of gambling on soccer, NBA, and the NFL. But not baseball, which is ironic. And in fact, he's $1 million in debt. Talking about definitely a gambling problem. And if you have a gambling problem, make sure you call your local Gambling Anonymous. If you ever have any gambling problems, please take a minute, take a breath, and find your local Gamblers Anonymous groups, and maybe even a therapist as well, I would recommend. Okay, now, right. If you want to take a guess on how much money that was transferred for this gambling ring with Shohei Ohtani's interpreter, it was $4.5 million was transferred to Ohtani's bank from Ohtani's bank account with Matthew Brower. And here's the thing. Ohtani also denies this claim that was paid off as all the gambling debt. Here's the thing, though. After talking about this and hearing about it, it reminds me of another baseball player that also got into trouble with gambling. And that's Pete Rose. Pete friggin' Rose. He gambled on sports. He gambled on his own team that he played for, the Cincinnati Reds, and coached also as well with the Cincinnati Reds. I bet even now with gambling now, how things are set up now, you cannot gamble on your sport. But don't gamble on sports when you are a professional athlete, when you actually are working, no matter if you are in the gym, the weight room, or whatever you're doing at your facility or that you get ready to play a game for. It may not be it's not the right thing to do. I know there's been a lot of talks about that, about athletes gambling and being caught and sanctioned and having the hammer coming down from Roger Goodell and the NFL and whatnot for gambling on the premises of the NFL. Not just the NFL national, like the offices and stuff, but like actual teams, facilities. You cannot be gambling at your team's facilities. No matter if you're a Green Bay Packer or Panther or a LA Ram or not LA Ram or whatever you are. It's not worth it. I know you have the money, I know that, but hey, you need that money not just for that. You need the money for your family. You gotta raise, you may have children, you have a wife, you have nieces and nephews and cousins and all that. A lot of people actually rely on you to help out with your family I help out my family. I'm an uncle of 2 boys. I'm a brother of 2 myself, my sister and my brother. And my parents are in their 70s. If I was a professional athlete, which even though I'm a former athlete, I have special needs. If I was a professional athlete, I would definitely have my family out. Just like everyone else does. I remember Shaquille O'Neal has done a lot himself. He loves helping others and giving back. I've watched tons of TikToks that I've seen of him buying bicycles for kids and helping families that are struggling, buying engagement rings for a guy who's about to propose to his girlfriend, which I'm about to do myself eventually, as well as helping families who have kids who have pretty large feet like he does. And he buys them for them. Because I really love Shaq for that. Even though he went to LSU and I'm an Alabama boy, I love Shaq. I love Shaquille O'Neal. He's a great guy, a great businessman, and I looked up to him. And hey, Shaq and others, people like him, it's the right thing to do. He was raised that way. Shaquille O'Neal was raised that way. To help others. All right, as I wrap up today's episode, I want you to think about this. Help others as you want to help others. Help others as well as yourself. And if you look outside, today here it's rainy. If you ever see someone who's really homeless and down on their luck, or anyone that's down on their luck, no matter who they are, if they're down on their luck, help them out. $5 could go a long way. It could give them a snack or a small meal, or do what my dad did. My dad helped a young lady. But that's all the lady wants. And instead of just giving her a couple of bucks, my dad took her to a nearby gas station or whatnot and bought her something to eat. Help somebody. Make a difference in your life. Make a difference in other people's lives. And if you think even if you are rich and you think more of yourself, life is just going to pass you by. I know, I may not be rich right now, but one day I will be rich. But I will make sure I stay grounded and help others, because I have helped others before. I have people help me out when I needed it. I no longer have my thyroid. I remember when I was really sick and I couldn't even make my own meals because I was so tired. I had friends, family, and neighbors cook for me. And I thank them from the deep of my heart, and I love them so much for that. So really think about this. If you really want to be making a difference in the world like I am with this show, along with talking sports, make a difference in your life. Do something. Do something that you normally would not do. Do something that helps you feel good inside. Make sure you help someone who needs it. And don't push religion. Don't push politics on people, because people may have their own views on things like that. Like myself, being Democrat. And I just found out not so long ago that Alabama has flipped from Republican to Democrat thanks to a special election. And I'm proud of her for winning that election. Congratulations for doing that. Because I remember Alabama is normally a red state, not a blue state, but now they're all a blue state because of that special election. And I'm happy for my hometown. And I love everybody in my hometown of Birmingham, Alabama, and all over Alabama. Because that's home for me. I might live in Wisconsin, but Alabama's home. As I wrap up today's episode, I want you to know that this show makes a difference for people. If you have a disability or not, no matter what, I'm going to help you out. Because I'll catch in my heart. Even though I'm going to make a living doing this, I'm sure going to help out and volunteer. I volunteer for Gigi's Playhouse. I volunteer for the Down Society. I'm part of Camp Creativity. I'm helping them out. I'm having friends of mine. My friend Jeremy, my girlfriend Kayla, whole family. I always see their names, but I will not, because that's one thing I would not do, is say names that don't want to be recognized, only because of for how they feel. But hey, I love my girlfriend. I love her family. My girlfriend's moving up here in a couple of months. And hey, sports. We got a lot of sports. We still got a lot of baseball going on. We got NHL going. We got about the playoffs for the NBA. I want to know, and I will have this as a poll question, a secondary poll question. Who will be the two teams going to the NBA Finals? What are your two teams that will go to the NBA Finals this year? I want your predictions. And I will answer that next episode. And as I sign off for my final piece, I do want to put out there that Easter Seals of Wisconsin is next Saturday. So make sure you sign up. Go to Facebook, type in Easter Seals Madison. I will be there. My friend and our producer of this show, I can't really, he will be there. Along with my friend Jeremy and my work of East Penn Radio will be there. There will be a clinic for a basketball clinic going on that morning, next Saturday morning. And I will include the link if you want to sign up, but gotta be signed up quickly. And after the basketball clinic, there will be a celebrity basketball game with UW alum players, football and basketball. And they're going to be coached by my friends, Ethan Radio Madison, Jim Rutledge, and stepping in for Matt Hamilton will be Alex Strove, who I like to call Meat Sauce. All right, this is Sadler Bell. You got in the sports desk. Universal Sports Advocacy, everyone. USAFE. You got in the sports desk. I'll see y'all next time.